What is up, guys? It is Greg here on the Vinyl Rundown. I'm going to go over some records I just picked up at the Goodwill. And don't forget to subscribe to Vinyl Rundown. And, oh yeah, I use Vinyl Rundown on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, even the dreaded TikTok. I'm like the only vinyl guy on there, so come join us. Okay, there's a couple other people. Goodwill. Hit 3 thrift stores today, which I often do on a Friday afternoon. 2 Goodwills and some other thrift shop. First 2 Goodwills, nothing going on. No new records in a long time. $1.99 for most records. The other thrift shop I went to, $2.99 a record, which I hate paying. And I bitched a little bit about it, and the guy gave me a couple bucks off. Yeah. That's how I deal with charities. I'm there so often, guys. I'm there 3-4 times a week. 20 plus visits to thrift shops a month. Spending a lot of money, so I get a couple bucks off once in a while. Okay, here's kind of the best piece. What happened to my ridiculous music? Yeah, because you want to hear that. Best piece I got is a Christmas record. John Fahey, Christmas Guitar Volume 1. John Fahey, really very talented acoustic guitar guy, and I don't know if I have any of his music besides this. I may have his other Christmas record somewhere. It's just Christmas standards, Joy to the World, We Three Kings, First Noel, you know, all the classic Christmas stuff. This looked like it was in great shape in the store. Got it home, little scratchy, a little dirty, needs a spin clean or something. It's on this strange label I've never seen before. Varick, The Last of the Independents. Never heard of that. Looks very independent though. So John Fahey, in addition to doing a lot of acoustic guitar type records, he was a bit of a prankster. He released a couple of records, I don't know how many, as a fake Delta Blues Black old blues man under the name Blind Joe or Blind Joe Death. Those records are very valuable if you can find those originals. $500, $1,000. I don't have any. You can get them on CD also. But interesting guy, John Fahey. I need to learn a little bit more about him. I did see that some of those records are going for a lot of money. Okay, moving on to the next one, guys. The rest of this is classical. Dirty word around here in the vinyl community, classical. But, you know, see what I got. It's always easy to find classical at the thrift shops. Just older people who are getting rid of their collections because they're in a nursing home or deceased or other. They often don't have any good records. You know, they got a lot of Ray Conniff and Andre Costalance, but if they have any good records, there's lots of classical. I mean, somebody just dumped a really nice classical collection at this one thrift shop, and if they were 50 cents or $1, I would have bought 20 of them. But since they were $2 or $3, I only got a few. Okay, so The Four Seasons by Vivaldi by Trevor Pinnock on Archive Records. Archive is part of Deutsche Grammophon, and it's the Baroque music imprint. So you'll see sort of much older music. Instead of the German Brahms and Beethoven, you'll see Bach and Vivaldi and that type of stuff on Archive. And Trevor Pinnock, I guess that's Trevor Pinnock, the director of the English Consort. Very well known for doing what's called period instruments. Music that sounded like the way it was supposedly played and sounded in Vivaldi's time, which was a long time ago. He died in 1741, but everybody does the Four Seasons. Summer, spring, you get the idea. What was I going to say about the Four Seasons? Yeah, very recognizable piece of music. Yeah, I probably have 2 or 3 different copies, but to have one by a period instrument piece group, kind of cool. They're very proud of the fact that it's a digital recording. 1982. And it's an import, and it's a good pressing. So, came with something strange. Let's see if it's in here. It came with the words to Carmina Burana. A mistake. Carmina Burana by Orff. Another good, interesting piece of music, but I should have pulled this out, and if I noticed it at the store. What am I going to do with that? Okay, here's kind of the best one of the bunch. You could say I bought this one because of the cover. Love the cover. Bartók and Stravinsky. Bartók, Bela Bartók from Hungary, and everybody should know Igor Stravinsky. Stravinsky's Concerto for Piano and Wind. Obscure piece of music, don't know it. Bartók, Piano Concerto No. 2. Can't say I know it either, but nice pressing, nice glossy cover. I dig the cover. It's kind of psychedelic, right? Who is that? That's Colin Davis conducting the BBC Symphony. Not necessarily a well-known symphony, but what can I say? I like the cover, and I like Stravinsky and Bartók. So, a couple bucks. It's on the Philips label. European label, good pressings, usually. Okay, this one I had high hopes for, and it's turned out to be a disappointment. Andres Segovia, classical guitar player, doing some music from Bach, a Bach recital. Andres Segovia, he basically invented classical guitar. I mean, he was the first person to take these old classical pieces like Bach and transcribe them for what was known as a Spanish guitar. And he kind of invented the whole genre. He dominated that genre more than any other person dominated a genre of music. Can I make that statement? Can anybody argue with that? Classical guitar, he's the master, the father of classical guitar. But this record doesn't sound good. It's on a cheesy label, Everest. Electronically re-recorded to simulate stereo. That's always a bad sign. Could it have been on 78 originally? I mean, it's the recording quality doesn't sound good. The disc is fairly clean. What's going on back there? I don't know. So disappointing. The guitar almost sounds distorted. The music performance, good, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get with it. So, what can I tell you? It has a sticker for a store called Ear Witness. Anybody know that store? Is that a Los Angeles store? I'm in Los Angeles, but I don't know Ear Witness. Okay, no, another big glossy cover. I love the glossy covers. Schubert and Bruckner. Anton Bruckner. What's Schubert's first name? Franz Schubert. Doing masses. The German Mass, Deutsch Mass, and the Mass in E minor. I don't really know these pieces, but masses are going to be big, heavy, choral, orchestra, organ maybe. You know, depressing, heavy music. Catholic. I'm not Catholic, but it's a cool cover, cool glossy. It's a gatefold. It's actually a label of Telefunken. Yeah, that's a kind of a cool German label. Let's see, probably have a nice Telefunken. They also made radios and stuff in the probably 40s and 50s. Telefunken, and they got the radio waves in their logo. You know, a couple bucks. Why not? That's what I'm all about. Cheap junk. You buy it by the handful. You don't listen to it. You put it on the shelf. You make a video about it, and you forget about it. That's what I got at the Goodwill. But as long as we're here, and as long as we're talking classical, here's a stupid commercial by this woman. I'm sick of. I thought I put something weird on the screen for you guys, but you guys can't even see it. I just grabbed this out of the pile. Why? Beethoven. Why? Because Beethoven's 250th birthday is coming up in the middle of December. I think it's 16th or 17th, the 250th anniversary of Beethoven's birth. I think Beethoven is the greatest of all time. Does anybody want to do a collaboration video with me talking about Beethoven? That's kind of why I'm mentioning it. I'm going to do something for Beethoven's birthday. I was going to try to get some classical musicians together and big-time recording artists. I didn't bother. I didn't have time to reach out to anybody. This month is going quickly. We've got Christmas coming up, and it's Hanukkah. And trivia, there's some kind of harmonic celestial convergence coming up next week on the day that the Electoral College is going into effect, like Jupiter and Saturn are doing something. You guys hear about that? There's like all the celestial, once in a lifetime, 800 years thing, and it's the day of the Electoral College being officially officialized. Is that a thing? So some people are thinking it's going to be like some cosmic event, but a couple days after that is Beethoven's birthday. And what is this? This is not Beethoven. This is the conductor, Herbert von Karajan. He may be the most recorded person in the world, or the most, I should say, sold the most records of anybody in the world, because he conducted so many records for so long with Angel and Deutsche Grammophon. Of course, you don't hear him playing, so is he really the most recorded person in the world? But this is another thrift store record, Beethoven Overtures, the complete Overtures. Overtures written by who? Complete by who? Beethoven, obviously. But Fidelio. Beethoven didn't do a lot of operas, so what does he have all these overtures for? I don't know. Guys, I'm just ranting again. It's a Friday night, and getting ready for the holidays and all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world. So please stay safe. Consider subscribing. Let me know if you have a channel. I try to subscribe to every single person in the vinyl community who makes videos. If you comment on my video, I usually will look you up to see if you have a channel, and I will usually let you know. Not always, but I want to reach out to everybody in the vinyl community. I don't care what your style is. I do a lot of jazz, rock, classical, but I'll subscribe to you if you're a country or metal or whatever. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Check out your local Goodwill, and happy holiday. What's going on there? I don't know.